In this video, we're going to look at simplifying improper fractions. An improper fraction is a fraction in which the numerator, that is, the number on top, is larger than the denominator, which is the number on the bottom. So we have here 41 over 20. The way we simplify improper fractions is by dividing. How many 20s can go into 41? Well, 20 times 2 is 40, so I'm going to use 2. So 20 into 41 is 2 times. 41 minus 40 is equal to 1. So I have 1 left over, and I keep the same denominator of 20. So 41 over 20 is equal to 2 and 1 over 20. And if I want to check my answer, I just multiply. So 20 times 2 is 40, and 40 plus 1 is 41, which gives us 41 over 20. Let's say we had 45 over 15. So I'm going to divide. 45 divided by 15 is 3. I can fit 3 15s in 45 because 15 times 3 is 45. Let's say I had 63 over 20. So, how many 20s can go into 63? So if I write it out, let's see, I could either do it this way, 63 divided by 20. So 20 into 6 is 0. 20 into 63 is 3 times, because 20 plus 20 plus 20 is 60. If I did another 20, it would be 80. So it's too much. So I'm only going to use the 3 20s. So 3 times 2 is 20. 3 times 20 is 60. So that leaves me with 3. So 3, 20 goes into 63 3 times. There are 3 left over, and I keep the same denominator. The answer is 3 and 3 over 20. Let's say I had 42 over 10. How many 10s can go into 40? 4, because 10 times 4 is 40. So then 42 minus 40 is 2. So that's what's left over, the remainder, and we keep the same denominator, which is 10. However, 2 over 10 is not in simplest form. There are factors that can go into 2 and 10 that they both share. So I'm going to use the greatest common factor, which is 2, and 2 divided by 2 is equal to 1, and 10 divided by 2 is 5. So we have 4 and we have 1/5. So the final answer is going to be 4 and 1/5. Let's say we have 36 over 10. How many tens can go into 36? So 10, 10, 20, 30, 40. Oh, that's too much. So we have 3 tens. So 3. How many are left over? Well, 36 minus 30 is 6. So we're left with 6, and we keep the same denominator, which is 10. Is 3 and 6 tenths in simplest form? No, it's not, because 6 and 10 have common factors. If the numerator and denominator were prime numbers, both prime numbers, then we wouldn't be able to simplify this any further. But 6 and 10 have common factors. So we can use 2. How did I get 2? Well, I could have made factor trees. So the factors of 6 are 3 and 2. I'm going to circle the prime numbers. And then I have 10. So I'll make a factor tree for 10. I get 5 and 2. So 6 divided by 2 is equal to 3. And 10 divided by 2 is equal to 5. So we have 3 and 3/5. And so if we put it all together, we get 3 and 3/5, which is our final answer. And the final one, let's say we had 25 over 25. Well, that's not an improper fraction because the numerator and denominator are equal. So the answer would be 1. But let's say we had 25 over 10. So 10 can go into 25 2 times because 10 and 10, 10 plus 10 is 20. And then 25 minus 20 is 5. So we're left with 5. And we keep the same denominator, which is 10. Is that in simplest form? No. What can we simplify 5 and 10 by? We can simplify it by using 5. So we divide by 5. Why? Well, if I make a factor tree for 5, the factors of 5 are 5 and 1. They're both prime numbers. The factors of 10 are 5 and 2. And the greatest common factor they have is 5. I'm going to use the greatest common factor so I don't have to reduce. So 5. So 5 divided by 5 is equal to 1. And then 10 divided by 5 is 2. So our final answer is going to be 2 and 1/2. And that's our lesson for today. Good luck.